Work, you piece of shit. Oh, hey. Looks like it might be working this time. So... am I back? Am I back, or am I still gonna have to play this? It looks like I might be back. I don't know what was going on there. Oh, hello. Apparently it works now. And back to this, I guess. Let's see how much of this I can play before fucking Dota 2 screws me over. Switch on. Okay. Yeah, so Blackwell Unbound. It's about a redhead and a ghost. And that's it. And they fight crime together, I guess. It's not quite the same franchise, same premise, but it's similar. And yeah, not really low budget, but not quite
Infinity.
AAA
I've been told
either.
it's beautiful, but I don't think it's anything special.
This is, it's, you know,
But when
surprisingly
live like
enough,
me, most things become quite ordinary.
the kind of game
Life,
series that,
death, tormented souls. It's all the same to me.
even though
Sometimes I wonder
it
if
starts
anything
out
will
with
ever
good
surprise me
production
again.
values, it does get better. It's still...
Sometimes I wonder if I even care.
See, the doorway to infinity looks a bit different now in that it goes further than just a few feet. So then, if every death in an RPG occurred in the same way as in an adventure game, that would be weird. So now we get some smooth jazz, I guess. $1973. Yeah, it does look quite nice.
And stay out!
So this is...
Aw, hey, you know I don't like that. What's your beef anyway?
I am not talking to you.
Oh, promises, promises. So what's next on the list?
What's next? The balcony.
Why, gonna throw yourself over and join me?
No, I'm
Oh,
having
boy.
a cigarette.
Great, you want a cigarette. What am I supposed to do?
You can do whatever the hell you like.
So this takes place before the first game, chronologically.
Just one.
And it's about...
Then I can get on with this.
No, this is about Lauren's aunt. No, not Lauren's aunt. Rosangela's aunt, Lauren Blackwell. Who was the previous ghost-hunted...
I tried growing flowers in there once. Now, it's an ashtray.
the previous ghost trick detective, I guess.
I'm not moving from this spot until I finished my cigarette.
And a bit of a novelty that will be coming back in the rest of the series.
No. The case list doesn't exist. Nothing exists until I finish this cigarette.
We have a case list cigarette pack, lighter, and a lit cigarette in our pockets, I guess. And we can play as Joey now. It's the only way we'll get anywhere in this scene.
A jar stuffed with loose cash.
And here's a picture. You might recall this picture from the first game, except now Joey's added in.
If I'd known I could be photographed, I would have shown my good side. Look how young she was. She's got to be 18, 19. It's been over 10 years. Time flies.
Yep. And before then, he was bound to this woman.
Oh, look, it's her. Good old Patricia Blackwell, also known as Cleopatra, Queen of Denial. Spent 7 months bonded to that woman. She never spoke to me once. That's
And
Jack, her kid brother. He's alright, I guess.
Jack, who is Rosangela's father. So not that much I can do here, except go and talk to her.
Hey,
What?
I don't know what went on, but I guess we could ask a direct question.
why the heck are you so mad?
You honestly don't know.
I have no idea.
Typical. If you don't know, I'm sure as hell not going to tell you.
So I guess that only leaves us with a roundabout insult.
You done moping? Or do you want to grind your teeth some more?
Christ, Joey. Can't you just leave it for 1 minute?
Guess we can go through all of these.
Look, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Um,
Exactly.
take another drag of that cigarette, darling. You get real ugly when you stop smoking.
Oh? Is that right?
Well,
Ugly, am I?
take it easy, dear. It was just a little joke.
A joke. Yeah. I'm a riot. Like today, when those pipes burst.
Here we go.
Oh. Wait, is that what's got you in such a guff?
I got soaked, and you just laughed.
Apparently that's why she's mad at Joey. So let's tell the truth, I guess. Might as well find out what it is.
Well, it was funny.
It was cold and wet and slimy. It wasn't funny.
You should have seen the look on your face. The way you jumped up and down and ran in circles, squealing.
Still wasn't funny.
If you say so.
Well, she's gonna put away her cigarette
Okay,
now?
I'm
Yeah, I
finished.
guess.
Let's get on with this.
There's a few things we haven't checked, right?
Yes, I've got the list right here.
Well, let's check it. Every other case today has been a false alarm. Maybe this will be an easy night.
Okay, so now we can check the case list.
Ugh. Every one of these leads has been a dead end. Just 2 more to go, and we can call it a night.
So we're investigating spooks, apparently. From extremely vague leads, such as stock disappearing. Apparently that was because of rats.
I read about a grocer who was complaining about his stock mysteriously disappearing. Turned out to be a bunch of rats. Joey scared them half to death.
Most fun I've had all year.
So, much like every other game in this series, it's set in New York City, because apparently it's the most interesting place in the world, according to the author who lives there.
And that was a waste of time. Didn't find any ghosts, and I got soaked.
And I've been there once, so I wouldn't really disagree, but...
That woman was old, drunk, and senile. A total waste of time.
Well, there's also the fact that there's a couple of public domain historical characters, I guess, in this, but we'll get to that in due time.
This one looks promising. Residents have reported strange music on the promenade late at night. Nobody knows where it comes from.
So there's ghostly music being heard late at night. We haven't investigated that. And then there's this.
A development corporation has halted construction after a series of accidents. Probably nothing, but worth checking out.
So we're going to investigate both of those things. But we're going to need a few things from her apartment.
My couch. It doubles as my bed at night.
Apparently she doesn't have a bed, all she has is a couch.
Today's paper. It's tabloid crap, but it gives us most of our leads.
So can we get the paper?
We've already looked through this paper. We don't need any more leads.
I guess not. And what's this over here?
It's a dictation machine. I've been trying to keep a record of my dreams by recording what I remember.
I'm sure you would, Steve. But unfortunately that guy couldn't because he's not a skeleton, so... So I guess we'll take this recorder.
I guess I could take this along.
Yes, so now we have that in our inventory, I guess.
This is a little recording device. I've been using it to record my dreams.
Apparently we can play whatever's on it.
Testing, testing. Hello? Does my voice really sound like that? Gotta cut back on the cigarettes. Anyway, I've been having some extreme dreams lately, but I don't remember any of them. I get the strangest feeling that they're important, but I can't put my finger on why. I'm keeping this recorder next to my pillow so I can record what I remember as soon as I wake up.
Quite. So let's find out what else is recorded on this.
First entry, February 21st, is it? God, my head. I dreamed tonight. It's already fading away. I saw my mother. She was calling out to me and waving. She was smiling, and her face was bright. So bright.
That could have some significance.
I see a child, 7 or 8 years old. She's surrounded by other children, but she's all alone. I call out to her, but she doesn't hear. Something is wrong. With me? With her? It's fading.
Wonder if that could be a projection of anything.
I see a man in tattered clothes. He looks at me and screams. I look in a mirror and see a huge horned demon. For some reason, I'm not surprised.
Oh hey, that was about the ending of the first game.
I'm on the Brooklyn Bridge staring at the seaport. I'm alone, strangely at peace. The water, it looks so cool and inviting. Suddenly I'm in the water, floating.
I guess that was about her ashes being dumped on the river at the beginning of the first game. I don't know.
I dreamt I was in a strange room. The walls are a deep pink, and there are books and papers everywhere. Joey is behind me, trying to get my attention. I ignore him. I feel strangely good about it.
I guess that's when she's in the loony bin. Because she went crazy trying to ignore him, but...
I see Jack and Maria. They're far away, but I know it's them. I see his glasses and her bright red hair. I want to join them. I run to catch up. I almost get there, but I trip and fall. Maria turns to help me up, but it's not Maria. She's got red hair like Maria, but it's someone else. She says she's sorry. Then I wake up.
Oh boy. Foreshadowing.
I'm in a hospital room. There's a Chinese girl lying on the bed. I want to help her, but she doesn't want to be helped. Suddenly, I say a magic word, and her eyes widen with trust. I've made a friend, and yet I don't want her friendship. I run away.
I don't know what she's talking about anymore, I have to say.
I'm on a fire escape. I'm talking with a man who wants to be my friend. Suddenly, his face turns blue. He can't breathe.
So this does go on for a while, huh?
I'm in a huge house. I see gas lamps and electric lights. I look into a mirror and see an old woman. She reaches out of the mirror to grab. I take her hand, and then I wake up.
Yeah, apparently there was quite a bit of voice work done specifically for the dictaphone sequence.
I'm on a train. Next to me is a man. I think I love him. Then he disappeared.
I see.
I'm trapped. I see my mother. I see Joey far away. We're fighting for our lives, but the world goes dark.
Okay, I think it's
Keep that dream.
over. Or, yeah, it's over. Guess you can loop that whole sequence as many times as you want, but we're not going to. Instead, we're going to check out this camera here.
It's my Polaroid camera.
We could take a few Polaroids, why not?
Got it.
I don't know if that reference to the Jew game was a joke or it actually happened, but... hello, new people.
It's my phone book.
So, I don't know if we need anything else. I guess we could take this thing.
It's my rainy day jar. I put some money in here whenever I think of it. It's a trick I learned from my mother. There's around $60 in here now.
I could take the money jar.
Last time I counted, I'll save it for when I really need it.
But she doesn't want to, so... anything else here we might need? We could take our coat.
An old coat I picked up at the thrift store. I don't need to wear my coat. It's summer.
Apparently we don't need to wear it though, so might as well go.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Yep, really rushing out of the apartment. So let's go to the promenade, see what the spooky music deal is about.
Looks like another bus, Joey.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not. Wait, you hear that?
I think so.
Let's get closer. Hey, look. Looks like our evening might not be a total wash after all.
Apparently she's been living with the ghost for like years, if not decades now.
It's just Joey, floating over my shoulder, as usual.
She's been used to it for a long time. But now there's this other ghost.
He's playing a saxophone. Totally enraptured. I don't even think he knows we're here.
So we can try talking to this guy.
Hey, mister.
but that doesn't really seem to help.
Hey, mister. Yoo-hoo. I'm talking to you. Hello?
He's not hearing you, kid.
We're gonna keep trying, though.
Nice tune. You write it yourself?
I'm
Lauren Blackwell. What's your name? What are you doing here? Kind of late to be out, don't you think?
The dead don't keep normal hours, dear.
I think I've forgotten what normal hours are. Ugh, forget it.
So, she doesn't seem to be having any luck getting through to the ghost, but maybe Joey will be different.
Hey, Mac, the name's Joey. Ah, the talkative sort, are we?
Yep.
Well, we'll soon sort that out.
So we can insult him, I guess. Joe's a bit more blunt with his methods.
Pay attention, you fat chump. I'm talking.
That's your idea of intimidating?
Quiet, will ya? So, nice night, huh?
Okay.
That's a pretty nice instrument you got there. Mind if I have a look?
Oops. So we can talk about quite a bit of things, but we don't really seem to be able to get anywhere.
Hey, do you feel restless? Like you've got somewhere to go but don't know where? It means you're dead, Mac. Can you even hear me? Hey, you got a cigarette? I could sure use one. Hey, do you know where the Guggenheim Museum is? The wife and I have been trying to find it all day.
The wife?
Shh.
So none of that worked, so...
I'll be back, pal. Don't you worry.
Luckily though, we do get the option to interact not with him, but with his saxophone.
Hey, I'm talking, Buster.
Hey, you let go.
So now that we've got his attention, maybe we can get something out of him?
I need to ask you a few questions first.
Not now, man. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Get off the stage.
Stage?
Ow! That's how we treat your kind at Johnny Ivory's.
Johnny Ivory's? What are you talking about? Hello? Oh, we're dealing with a real sharp tack here.
So we get an update in our notes, I guess. We can only check them as Lauren though, apparently. There's a ghost on the promenade. And he mentioned something called Johnny Ivory's. Can we find a
That ghost
link?
mentioned Johnny Ivory's. Probably a connection.
Well, we're not gonna get anywhere.
Queensboro Bridge. It connects Manhattan to Queens.
Just by guessing, so...
It's some view. I can even see the New World Trade Center from here. I don't think so.
Oh boy.
That's some view. I can even see the New World Trade Center from here.
So that's a reference. I'm going to go ahead and not comment on that. Instead, we're going to return to her apartment. And take a look at the phone book. So we got another source of looking stuff up now. We're supposed to look up Johnny Ivory's.
Johnny Ivory's Jazz and Cabaret. It's on Bleecker and 7th Avenue. You
There
up
we
for
go.
some jazz, Joey?
You mean we finally get to listen to some real music?
Call it my special treat.
Oh boy. Rave party. I'm seeing that my fucking OBS is having a rave party right about now. Oh. But apparently it wasn't as bad as the other time, because it only dropped about 100 frames. And now it's over. I hope this is... Oh, never mind, it's back. For 1 second, it's definitely back now. It's up to an actual 100 frames dropped. I don't know why it's having a rave party, given that it's at the rate that's normally good, but... Yeah, it's dropping frames again. It's definitely dropping frames again. It's kind of losing a lot of frames. Losing quite a few frames, yes. It's upward of 400 now. I don't know why it's doing this. I really don't know why it's doing this, but it's back up now. Kind of. And it goes right back down. I don't know why the fucking OBS connection is behaving like a weird sine wave tonight, but Apparently it seems to have stabilized again, and there it goes raving again. I'm going to pretend that isn't happening, because apparently it's not affecting the stream that much. So we can look up other stuff.
He hasn't even been born yet.
Yep, Dave Gilbert, who made this, hadn't been born in '73 or whenever this took place. What about Chris Jones?
This isn't a British phone book.
Apparently he lives in England or somewhere in Britain, since we can't find him here. I don't know what else to look for.
There's no entry for that.
So now that we've discovered our new destination...
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Yeah, there seems to be quite a few rave parties going on, but apparently they're not that noticeable according to chat, so I'm going to try to ignore them when I can. So on to the new destination, Johnny Ivory's, where we have this guy.
He seems to be enjoying himself, even though there's nobody here to listen to him.
So let's have a chat with this guy, I suppose.
Hey, mister.
Yes.
Got a minute?
For a pretty thing like you, I got several.
That's a voice.
So what brings you here on such a sad night?
Well, the truth.
I'm on a case.
Is that right?
Oh yes, very top secret.
Sounds dangerous.
Very.
A guy could get into trouble hanging around a girl like you.
And Lauren, what's your name?
Pleasure is all mine, Lauren. You can call me C.
C.
Oh, shit.
You got it, sister.
Apparently you're not the only one having technical issues tonight. That's kind of unfortunate. And it was that other fiasco with streams earlier, but... let's see if we can ask this guy about the spook we saw.
I'm looking for info about a musician.
Well, I'll try to help you out. Who is he?
I don't know his name. I think he's a sax player.
I know lots of sax players, sister.
Big guy, kind of chubby, has a beard.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
So he doesn't seem to recognize the guy that we saw at the promenade. But what about his name? C.
Is that C like the water?
That's C like the chord. The first chord I played, and you never forget your first.
Ain't that the truth?
But we don't seem to be getting anywhere with this guy.
See you around.
Anytime, sister.
However, we can examine these photos behind him.
This one looks interesting. The woman is blocking the piano player. I can't see his face.
Can't see the piano player's face, but there's a woman.
The only thing holding up that dress is fate. Pretty girl, though. I wonder who she is.
Can't really see how that's possible, but then there's this guy.
That's him. The Jasmine Ghost from the promenade. Looks like we're on the right track.
Yep. And there's the plaque.
Courtesy of Jambalaya Records. Might be worth checking out.
So now we have a couple more leads, I guess. Oh shit. Another rave party incoming. A couple more 100 frames being dropped. Oh yeah, here comes the frame dropping. I'm going to assume... no, it's dropping frames still. Why is it dropping frames? It's stuck at fucking 400 kilobits per second. That's not a good frame rate or upload rate. So it's almost out at 1,000 total dropped frames now. But apparently it's back up. So let's pretend that didn't happen.
Hey, C.
Hello there.
Yeah, apparently it's kind of noticeable, but not that much. So let's ask about the photograph.
What's the band in that photograph behind you?
That picture is old, sister.
It's not that old.
Old enough. Before my time is all.
Yeah, this is clearly all to be blamed on Dota too. But who wants to see that shit when you have this going on, honestly? Why even bother with that? So,
Do you have a copy of that photograph anywhere?
Nope, sorry.
apparently we're not getting any leads from the photograph.
About that sax player.
Yeah.
He's in that photo behind you.
Is he now?
Yeah. Do you know him?
That picture is old, sister.
It's not that old.
Old enough. Before my time is all. Don't know who that is. Sorry.
So this guy still denies any knowledge of knowing who the Sax ghost is.
See you around.
Anytime, sister.
Think there's something we can do here, a little Easter egg. Gonna check on that real quick. So hey, Ambushbug, yep, it's spooks again. Spooks, and we're being visited by the spook of dropped frames. Unfortunately. The spook of dropped frames, known as Dota 2. I think if you use the case list on one of the tables here, that happens. Don't know why that is, but just a little Easter egg you can see. So we didn't really learn anything from this guy, so let's go somewhere else. Let's return home, because we did get another tip for a place we can visit. Oh wait, it's a telephone.
It's my phone.
Can we answer the telephone?
Lauren. Lauren, it's Jack. Lauren, I know you're there. I'm your brother, for God's sake, talk to me.
The rave party's back. Yep, it's back, alright. Dropping frames as I speak. Dropping more frames still. We're at 1200 dropped frames now. And rising. And rising. We're at 1400 dropped frames. 1500 dropped frames. I don't know the causes of... well, that's a lie. I do know the causes of all this. It's fucking Dota 2. But... guess I can't do anything. Okay, the frame dropping party seems to have eased up. So if you got that... her brother called her, but she didn't want to talk to him, apparently. There's some tension there. So we can look up that... place mentioned on the plaque beneath the picture.
Here we go. Jambalaya Records, 240 Essex Street. I'll jot that down.
Yep, streaming on Friday on Twitch of all places. Not the most recommendable course of action. So let's go to that place next.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Apparently it's on the right side of the city. Oh boy, back to dropping frames now. God damn it. Rave party ongoing, rave party stopped, okay. So this is gonna be a fun recording to watch back, I'm sure.
He looks pretty hard at work.
So I guess we're going to see what this place is about now, with this dreadlocks guy.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. I'm Dwayne.
Lauren Blackwell. I was hoping you could help me.
I'll do my best. What can I do for you?
Well, about the office, of course.
So what is this place?
This is a music agency. We manage bands, do promotions, things like that, you know. Well, by we, I really mean me.
You do this all by yourself?
Yep. One-man operation. That's me.
Okay.
What sort of music do you manage?
Mostly jazz and reggae. Nobody famous. Most small-timers have trouble getting their foot in the door. Getting gigs in small clubs, helping with recording sessions, you know. The basic stuff that musicians don't want to deal with.
Well, yeah, he's dressed in a classic Swedish attire too. Check out that Swedish hairstyle and that Swedish complexion. He must be a Swede. It's just a giant red flag there.
You're open late.
Really? Yeah, I suppose I am. I learned to work musician hours, you know. You play a gig at night and have a problem, you want someone to call?
Your clients have lots of problems, do they?
Don't get me started.
Oh boy. Well, apparently we're not gonna get him started because we're not gonna mention anything.
I'm looking for a sax player.
Well, I can definitely help you there. You looking for a stand-in or something more long-term?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm not with a band. I'm looking for a specific sax player.
Well, if he's a client of mine, I can help you. What's his name?
That's the problem. I don't know. But he's in a photograph that your company took.
Really? Can I see it?
I don't have it.
Then I don't know what to say.
So we didn't really come well prepared, so we could ask him to come to look at the photograph, I guess.
Hey, can you come with me to Johnny Ivory's? I'll show you that photograph I told you about.
I wish I could, you know. But I have a ton of work to do. Maybe another time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe another time.
Thanks for the help. I might be back later.
No problem.
So I think it's time to start putting this Polaroid to good use.
Say cheese.
Yep, we've taken 1 out of 4 photographs that we can take, I guess. So we're going to need one more piece of information before we can get anything out of that guy. But first, let's try to take a picture of this guy.
Say cheese.
That was the second photograph, sure enough. So what you have to do is play as Joey and look at this guy.
He's a swinger past his prime. Not bad on the piano, though. I just wish he'd keep his eyes on the keys.
So Joey's not keen on the idea of him eyeing Lauren, I guess. That's something.
It's his sheet music. He's barely looking at it. He must know the song by heart.
So we do have the option to select the sheet music, that's kind of important.
I can't just take the sheet music. That would be rude.
But apparently Lauren still adheres to social conventions of not being rude, so she's projecting on her niece, future niece, who isn't even born yet.
Just some sheet music. Nothing special.
Can you have a closer look at it?
What do we have here? He's written something at the top of the sheet. Property of Cecil Sharp. Aw, how sweet. Maybe his mommy signed it for him.
Yep. So now we know that apparently this guy's name is Cecil Sharp. That's kind of curious.
Hey, C.
Hello there.
Let's see if he's gonna say anything about that.
Is your name Cecil Sharp?
Now, who went and told you that?
Oh, you could say a little bird told me.
Tweet, tweet.
Well, you won't go tell nobody, will you?
Lips are sealed.
Apparently that just confirmed it.
See
But
you
it doesn't
around.
really help
Anytime, sister.
directly. However, now that we know his name, we can go and talk to this guy more. Oh boy, rave party time again. Rave party time at the record store. Okay, it's over. So,
Hi again.
Hi yourself. Again.
Tie yourself. That's a thing that's being said.
Does the name Cecil Sharp ring any bells?
You know, that name does sound familiar. But, I'm so awful with names, you know? Is he part of a band?
Maybe. He plays piano at Johnny Ivory's.
I deal with them all the time. But that's not where I heard the name. This is going to bug me all night.
Well, can we talk more about that? Maybe.
Does the name Cecil...
You know, but is
Maybe.
but
No, apparently not.
About that...
like you
Thanks for the help. I might be back later.
nope.
So that doesn't really help us that much as it turns out. And the rave party's back. I hadn't even seen that. God damn it. Wii U, what are you doing? Will you stop? You're one of them, aren't you? Well. So we might need to do something else here. Maybe take a picture of the Yeah, we're gonna have to take a picture of a picture. And there we go.
It's the photo from...
So now with this piece of information, finally we're so maybe we can photo the ghost actually. Oh shit, who's this?
Oh boy, we've got company.
Can you see?
Pardon?
Can't you see?
See what, lady?
The whole of the world. Connections, patterns.
Not
pulse
really.
with life everywhere.
Oh, great. One of New York's finest crazies. Do something about this old bat, will ya?
Well, we can be subtle, I guess.
Look, I'm a bit busy right now. I don't have time for this.
Fool! Liar! Can't you see? Useless!
Well, it didn't cross my mind then.
Useless!
Wow.
I know.
Only in New York.
Yep, now that we've listened to that crazy homeless lady, let's see if we can take a picture of this guy as well.
Say cheese.
Apparently we can.
Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we took a picture of a ghost, but whatever game. Apparently Polaroids are so great that they can photograph ghosts. Actually, I think we might be able to take the fourth picture already. I think the fourth picture might be of Joey.
Let's talk, Joey.
Or maybe
What's
not.
the
Say cheese.
Oh, no, never mind. There we go.
Having fun?
Yep, we got all four of the bonus pictures. I guess.
Come on, let's get out of here.
So, maybe now we can get this guy to help us. This Icelandic Norwegian.
Hi again.
Hi yourself.
Oh wait.
Thanks. I might be back.
Nope.
I guess we have to use the picture on him.
Do you know this band?
Oh yeah, I remember those guys. The C Sharps.
That was the band's name?
Yeah, I used to manage them.
You used to manage them, but not anymore?
Nah, been about 8-10 years. Time flies, you know.
So now we know the name. Maybe he can tell us more
Hi again.
Hi yourself.
about the C sharps.
What can you tell me about the C-sharps?
Oh, they were strictly lounge jazz, you know. But I saw them doing more. They really gelled, you know.
Gelled?
In tune with each other. And that lady had a voice like velvet.
What happened to them?
Don't know. They disappeared. Got them a few gigs and cut a record and that was it. Guess they just moved on. Or just broke up. It happens, you know.
That's curious. But maybe with this new info we can confront that
Thanks for
other
the help.
guy.
Nope.
The lonely piano player. Maybe now we can. Oh hey, rave party, what's going on? Sure, go ahead, drop all the frames. We're upwards of 2000 dropped frames now, that's great. But at least the rave parties are fairly short. So back to this place. Maybe now this guy will stop lying about not knowing
Casey.
anything.
Hello.
The C sharps.
Do you know anything about the C-sharps?
The C sharps? Nah, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But we're going to call you out
Any
as soon as we make the connection, I guess.
Cecil Sharp, the C-sharps.
Cute. Real cute.
So now we can. Guess that's too much of a coincidence.
Casey,
Hello.
So we're gonna grill him now.
were you ever in a band called the C-sharps?
What makes you think that?
Just the names, C-sharp, Cecil Sharp. It's a pretty strong coincidence, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess.
So what's your answer?
No.
He still says no, huh? That's not quite what we were expecting. Now, is it? Better. Actually, wait a minute.
See you around.
Anytime.
Maybe we can fuse this to pieces of information as well.
The Promenade Ghost once played in a band called the C-sharps.
Yeah, I guess he did. Maybe we missed even more information from this guy. Now that we know what the band's name is,
Hi again.
Hi yourself.
maybe he can tell us who he was supposed to be.
What was the sax player's name?
Well, It was a long time ago. I'm not much on individual names. I just remember the band. I only deal with the leader, you know?
So who is the leader?
Sorry.
You don't remember that either?
It was a while ago, you know.
Well, this guy's just useless.
Was Cecil Sharp in the band the C Sharps?
Cecil Sharp. C Sharps. Yes!
Oh boy.
I knew I heard the name from somewhere.
So do you remember him now?
Oh, yeah, he was the band leader.
Well,
A genius on the piano.
apparently we needed that.
Are you sure you don't know the sax player's name?
Yeah, sorry, quiet fella.
So Cecil...
Yeah, that...
So, I guess we needed to do
Thanks
that.
for the help. I might be back later.
No problem.
Sorry, car. Don't know what the situation with Robotnik would be in Soviet-topia.
Hey, C.
Hello there.
Maybe now this guy will tell the truth.
I want to talk to you about the C Sharps.
I said,
I know what you said, and I know that you're lying. So shut the hell up and listen. I spoke to your old manager. He confirmed who you are.
you spoke to Dwayne?
Yes, I
Oh, boy.
did.
Yep.
That. Fine. You got me. Yes. I used to run a band called the C Sharp.
He's still
It was
playing
a rotten
though.
time in my life, and I'd just as soon forget it. Why are you stirring up these old ashes, huh?
I have my reasons.
Yeah, sure you do.
So maybe now we'll be able to find out what the sax player's name is.
About that sax player.
Yeah.
He's in that photo behind you. So I know he's with the C Sharps and that you know him.
What is this? You from that damn magazine?
Magazine?
The New Yorker. You a reporter?
No. So who is he?
You just don't quit, do you? You want to know so badly? His name is Isaac Brown.
Isaac Brown?
Yes. You happy now?
Ecstatic.
Great.
So that's a bit of a coincidence with that.
What can you tell me about Isaac Brown?
Him? He's a bum, a drunk, a nobody, a lowlife. He's also dead.
And how did he die?
Someone strangled him to death with his bare hands. Isaac must have squealed like a pig.
You don't seem very upset by this.
No, but last time someone asked about Isaac, it was some reporter from The New Yorker. He came along, asked his questions, then bam, Isaac's dead.
Really?
Yeah, so forgive me if I don't take kindly to pushy questions.
So he doesn't want to talk that much about the sax guy.
See you later.
Yeah.
He's not being friendly anymore now that we've found out who he really is. So let's return home and see if we can pay a visit to the New Yorker. That so obscure magazine that no one has heard of.
Yep, there's a listing for the New Yorker. Their main office is in Midtown.
So off to Midtown we go. To talk to the New
on,
York
let's get out of
staff.
Right behind you.
So, but, unless it doesn't show up for some reason.
Come on, let's get...
Right.
For some reason, it doesn't show up now, does it? Gee, I sure hope I didn't somehow break the game. Let's try again. How about that?
I already looked that up.
Yeah, you did, and yet it's not showing up on the map. Maybe call the New Yorker?
Thank you for calling the New Yorker. How can I help you?
Oh, dear.
Hello. Yes. I'm trying to reach a reporter named Mitchell.
Let's see. Mitchell. We have a Joseph Mitchell on staff. Is that him?
I guess it's worth a try. Is he in?
Yes, he is. Hold, please.
So I guess we were supposed to call them instead of actually going there.
He's not answering. Maybe I should go up there in person.
Yeah, I guess now it's unlocked. Just
Come on, let's get out.
Right behind.
some iPad issues, I guess, with the extremely crappily designed security lockout system that the iPad has.
Yes,
Here he
Can I
is.
help you?
Are you Mr. Mitchell?
I sure am.
I'm Lauren Blackwell.
Well, do come in, Miss Blackwell.
That's a voice. So are we playing Shadow of the Comet now? Okay, I guess we're going to ask for help.
I was hoping that you could help me.
Well, I'll do what I can. What is this regarding? Are you a reporter or...
I guess I'm an investigator.
No, an independent investigator.
I see, so you're not with the police.
Would it matter if I was?
No, it wouldn't. So what can I do for you, Miss Blackwell?
Well, concerning Isaac Brown.
I'd like to talk about Isaac Brown.
Ah, Isaac. You knew Isaac.
Sort of, yes. I'm looking into his death.
Really? That was almost 5 years ago. Why the sudden interest?
Let's just say that I have a personal interest in clearing it up.
So I guess we can... I don't know. Keep going with this line of questioning?
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Mitchell.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, I heard you. I hope you didn't come here simply to interview me. I'm afraid I'd make a poor interview subject.
Well, about his work, I suppose.
So how long have you been working here?
Do you always ask such personal questions?
I'm just curious about the sort of work you do.
I write about people, Miss Blackwell.
What sort of people?
Not the famous sort. Just ordinary people, like you or me.
Ordinary people. Like me.
You find that amusing.
Oh, not at all.
So apparently we can't get that much out of this guy, either.
I think that's all for now.
Alright, you have a good night now.
So that doesn't really help us that much. Maybe we should go back in there and try a little harder.
Yes. Twice more. Come on in.
Yeah, twice in one evening. Obviously there's a little more at play here than is evident at first.
Anything else you can tell me about Isaac? Why do you want to write about him?
I don't want to go too in depth. Out of respect, you understand?
Sure.
I was drawn to him for the same reasons I'm drawn to anybody I write about. I felt he had a story that could reach people, enrich them, perhaps learn from.
Really?
Miss Blackwell, spend some time talking to the poor and the downtrodden. Walk down the Bowery and speak to the half-wits and the have-nots. In 1 hour, you'll learn more from them than you would from a lifetime of school.
The school of the streets, I guess.
So what was Isaac's story? I know he played in a band called the C Sharps. Then something obviously went wrong. What was it?
Listen, have you tried asking Mr. Sharp?
Yes. He's not talking.
I don't blame him. He's probably feeling guilty.
Guilty? Why?
He has his reasons.
Could you, I don't know, tell me what those reasons are?
I can't do that.
Of course he can't.
But we're gonna keep trying anyway.
Mr. Mitchell, I need to know what happened.
Listen, I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable talking about people without their consent. I won't say any more about Isaac or his sister.
Sister?
Sister?
Please, I'm not gonna say anymore.
Well, I guess we found out what we wanted.
Who was Isaac's sister?
I told you, not another word.
So now that we've
About Isaac Brown.
I told you.
made him slip up.
I'd like to read your piece about Isaac.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you there. I never published it.
You didn't?
No, it seemed a bit in bad taste.
Since when do reporters care about bad taste?
Since when do reporters care about bad taste?
You don't have a high opinion of journalists, do you?
Well, you hear things.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'm well aware of the stereotype. I've written about deceased persons before when I felt it was in the public's interest. But Isaac, well, I felt the man deserved some peace.
I don't know. This guy doesn't sound terribly convincing.
If you felt his story could reach people, enrich them, as you say, why didn't you publish the story?
Listen, Miss Blackwell. Isaac didn't just die. He was murdered. Someone reached around his neck and strangled the life right out of him. That puts a bit of a damper on the story I wanted to tell.
So nobody will hear the story.
All my notes on him have been destroyed. Isaac's story might not have reached the people, but it reached me. Maybe that's enough.
I don't know. I don't want to... I don't really want to go into the fucking logistics of Apple devices.
I think that's all for now.
Alright, you have a good night now.
But I will say I have had to deal with them and they can be quite frustrating. So I guess if we want to learn about the ghost sister, we have to go back to this guy.
Cecil,
What?
I need to speak to you about Isaac's sister.
You? That's
Oh
it.
boy.
You've crossed the line, sister. It was fun for a while, but now it's time for you to leave.
Ooh, now you've done it.
Oh shit. So we can show contrition, contempt, or our temper. So let's not back down.
Look, Buster, I've had it up to here with this. I need information, it's stuck in your head, and I plan on getting it out.
Less talk and more get the hell out.
Okay, this is me, leaving you alone.
Well, that we were fast to give up.
You really have a way with the fellas, kid. Don't sweat it. His bark is worse than his bite.
Can we go back in there?
Oh, it's you.
Hey,
You up for
it's that
talking like a
person that
civilized
I
human
hate.
being?
We can state the obvious, I guess.
You're upset. I didn't want to upset you.
I'm upset. Yeah, great observation. If you're so concerned, why don't you just leave? That would make me feel much better.
You want me to leave? I'll leave.
So same difference, I
Well,
suppose.
that certainly worked wonders. We'll have to change our tactics if we want to get him to talk.
Change our tactics. Maybe that's a bit of a hint here.
Just some sheet music. Nothing special. I know that expression. Only time a man gets a look like that is when he's hung up over a woman. Go easy on him, huh? I think he cares more about that gal than he lets on.
Oh, hey, Lauren's smoking again. That's great.
You just don't give up, do you?
Hello, Cecil.
Let's make a last-ditch effort, why not?
I just...
Shut it! Just leave, why don't you?
Okay.
So that doesn't work either.
Ever think of moonlighting in PR? You're so good at talking to people. Seriously, whatever you're doing, you can't handle it this way.
Try one more time and try
Oh, look.
being
You up
unconventional.
for talking like a civilized human being? You loved her, didn't you?
Of course I loved her. She was our heart and soul. I would have... Damn you, woman. Damn you. I just want to play this piano and forget she ever existed. Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because apparently this is working better than the other ones.
So what happened, C? It's very important that you tell me.
All right. I don't know who you are or why you're so interested, but you're never gonna leave me alone, are you?
No, I won't. You were in a band together, right?
Yeah, we had a band. Smart girl. Then she died. Then he died. End of story.
I think they're talking about the, oh god. About Jesse Slaughter, but maybe that'll be a good subject for a cringe video when this is over. But for the time being, we're talking about the dead girl, apparently. That was the sister of the saxophone ghost.
How did you meet Isaac's sister?
First of all, her name was Sarah. I was looking to start a band, and I saw them perform together. She could sing like it was magic. Such energy, such life, such a waste.
And about Isaac.
What was Isaac really like?
Oh shit.
Fat bastard. He was good on the sax, but
That
was
probably
the
didn't
end of his
sound good.
points. He drank, he was violent, he was useless in every other way. But Sarah could calm him down. She was the only one. If it wasn't for Sarah, I never would have kept him around.
That's charming.
Who was the reporter?
I don't know. Mitchell something? Slow talker. Drove me crazy.
You think he killed Isaac?
I just play the piano. I don't think anything. Especially not the past. Whoever did Isaac, the son of a bitch had it coming. So please, just get out of here.
Apparently that's all we can do. Unless we...
What happened to Sarah?
She got sick. Pneumonia or something. Started coughing one day and wouldn't stop. She got better after a while, but something happened to her voice. Doctor said she would never sing again. After that, the spark just went out. She hung on for a few months, but she just lost the will to live.
So we can keep pressing this point, I guess.
Anything else you can tell me about Sarah?
I loved that woman. Even when she lost her voice, I would have given up everything for her. Heck, I would have even let her brother live with us. I should have told her.
Well, I guess you could still.
About Sarah.
I told you everything. Please, just stop.
I guess we're done talking about her.
What happened to Isaac after Sarah died?
He went to pieces. What do you think? Oh, he couldn't cope. Drank way too much. Started fights during gigs. I tried to stick with him out of respect for Sarah, but let's face it, he was a big, dumb embarrassment.
So
And-
you cut ties with Isaac?
Completely. Told him he was a drunk and a lowlife and wasn't worth the peanuts I paid him. Which was, let's face it, totally true.
What happened?
He beat me senseless is what happened. Knocked me out with the sax I bought for it. Then he became a bum. Spent the rest of his life living on the streets of Roosevelt Island. Till he got killed by some drifter.
Well, I guess that explains how we found him.
You don't know who killed Isaac?
Yes, I killed him.
Oh, come on.
No, I did. I'm not the one who put my hands around his neck or choked him to death. But I killed him just the same.
You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
I know that. My brain knows that. But my heart won't listen.
Anything else to say about Isaac?
Can you tell me anything else about Isaac?
No,
Okay, and about her sister.
About Sarah.
I told you, please.
So he won't talk about any more of this.
About that reporter.
I know nothing else about that man. Southern guy. Talked real slow. Just leave it, okay?
Okay, so can we say anything else? I guess not.
See you later.
Yeah. You know, all this talk reminds me of something. Sarah and Isaac would always play this song.
Really?
Yeah, a duet. At the end of every show.
She'd sing and he'd play the saxophone?
No, she'd actually play the piano, if you can believe it. She wasn't great, but she loved playing with Isaac. Isaac loved that silly song. They never let me join them, but that was okay. It was kind of sweet, in a way. Oh well.
So that's a bit of a hint for you to take out the recorder and record the piano solo,
Why would I want to record that?
I guess. Don't know if it's working or not.
I don't know much about piano. This is a little... I've been using it to...
Maybe use it here? Oh. Oh, maybe not. Maybe walk away from the piano and then use the dictaphone? Wherever it went. Guess it might have worked already.
This is... I've been...
I'm just going to assume that it already recorded. I have Windows 8 right now, it's actually what I'm using. It's not the best, especially if you don't usually use touchscreen stuff. Oh dear lord. That does not sound like a positive action.
Ugh, forget it.
Maybe use it with this guy?
I don't think he'd want that.
No, that
Queensboro Bridge.
didn't work. Nah. So wait a minute. Maybe we're supposed to talk to him about it, since when he did mention the duet, it ended the conversation.
Cecil.
What?
What was the duet that Isaac and Sarah used to play?
Oh, that. It was just a short little thing. Isaac would just improv the whole thing. But Sarah's was always the same. Went something like...
There we are. Yeah, that sounds different.
After Sarah died, Isaac would play gigs, but refused to leave the stage. He'd blow on his sax, playing anything that came to mind.
He'd just keep playing?
He'd play forever if I didn't get 4 guys to drag him off. I think he was waiting for Sarah to play with him. He was supposed to finish each show with her, and in his heart, he refused to believe she was dead.
You know, apparently there's an update for Windows 8 that I could have gotten a long time ago, but when I tried to get it, it didn't work because apparently the BIOS I have on this this laptop is locked with a password. Apparently I did that at some point, and I don't remember what the password is for that, so I can't unlock the BIOS, and I can't install any updates for the OS. That's inconvenient. But, you know, I guess it'll be time to update the hardware sooner or later.
Could you play that song again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go. Now we're going to record it, I think. Hello?
I think I've recorded enough.
It's okay, apparently that's what we had to do. Yeah, XP was a pretty good system, all things. Pretty good OS, all things considered. Windows 7 was like Windows Vista except not broken. So I guess whatever comes after Windows 8 will be like Windows 8 except not broken. Well, at least Windows 8 doesn't get blue screen crashes every goddamn hour like Windows Vista did. So let's... Oh well, this guy somehow knows what's coming. Yep, there's the piano part. Time for a musical interlude. Oh, apparently that was what he needed to do to realize that he's dead. To play that solo.
Hi. Sis? Is that you, sis? I've been waiting for so long.
No, we're not sis, believe it or not. There might be a slight difference between your sister and, you know, the woman you're looking at right now. A bit complex, but, you know.
No, Isaac, I'm not your sister. She couldn't come.
No. No, she couldn't, could she? My sister's dead, isn't she?
Yeah.
Now I'm dead, too.
Yeah.
I knew that. Deep down, I knew that. I just couldn't let go.
I'm sorry.
Is that why you two are here? To help me let go?
That's what we do best.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Don't worry. Just leave everything to us. Here, just take this.
Whatever you say.
Hold on tight. This is the fun part.
Yep, here we go. There's that signature falling
Hi,
on her
Isaac.
face when
Hey,
going into the infinity
this is
tunnel.
it, huh?
Yep, eternity, the white light, the passage into the next world.
It is something, alright. I still can't believe I'm dead. Crazy old lady, she killed me.
Old lady?
Yeah, says she wanted to help me. Then goes and chokes me. Why'd she want to go and do a thing like that?
I'm sorry, I wish I knew.
I don't
Yep.
think it matters anyway. It's time I joined my sis.
Just head into the light.
Thanks, lady. You've been real kind. And tell your friends sorry for the crack on the head.
Right.
So apparently that homeless lady we saw
Another
earlier
day, another spirit gone to their rest.
was the one that killed that guy.
Rest. Well,
That's
a nice
interesting.
word.
So that'll come into play later for sure. For sure. Oh, there she is. Goddamn.
Joey?
Yeah, hi. Glad you're up.
You. Did you save him?
Yeah, sure, we saved him.
Joey? Is she talking to you?
Yeah, go figure.
Thank you, both of you. I only wanted to save them.
Isaac told me he was killed by an old woman. Was that you?
Oh,
I
oh.
save, just like you.
Who are you?
I am the Countess.
Countess? Countess of what?
It's the only name I know. I saved them. I helped them. I'm sorry.
Hey, get back here. Don't just stand there. Let's get after her.
So, that was something. Apparently she can't see ghosts as well.
She's pretty spry for an old lady.
Spry my foot. You couldn't outrun a one-legged turtle with those lungs.
Don't start with me, okay?
So this might look familiar. It's the same deal
Not moving from this spot.
as before. She won't move until she's finished smoking, so we need to take control of Joey and talk to her.
Hey there.
Nobody that old should move that fast.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Joey, she could see you. How could she do that?
I don't know. But I think this case just got a hell of a lot more complicated.
Fantastic.
Well, yeah, we do have a new note apparently. About the Countess. I don't know. I think we might get a cigarette count at the end of this, actually. I don't know, but this is one of the perpetual smoker characters.
I'm not carrying that around.
But we're not quite done yet, because
Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
we do have one more case to investigate. At this location that we haven't visited yet. 55 Lexington. Oh hey, that's really close to where I stayed when I was in the
Well,
city.
this is it.
Yep. All's quiet so far.
I was at 48th and Lex. So apparently this is...
Thick wooden wall enclosing the construction site.
Yep. We have a wall around the construction site and we can't get in.
Alright, I'm going in to check it out.
So
Stay close to the wall.
Yeah, sure. Let me know what you find.
So Joey's going to just go through the wall to
Hello?
investigate.
Anyone here?
And sure enough.
Well, what do you see? Is it clean?
I'm afraid not.
Well, hurry up then. I feel
Yes.
stupid pressed up against this wall.
Yep, it was quite a swanky hotel.
They
Cost
have no right.
cost
no
quite a bit too.
Right.
It was
My
the
home.
Barclay Intercontinental or something
They
like that.
have no right. No right.
She looks middle-aged, but it's hard to tell in her current state. Like
Oh,
most
man.
ghosts, she doesn't seem to be aware of her surroundings.
Well, good luck, Zero. So let's see if she's going to say anything to us.
Hey there!
Huh? Could someone be there? Of course not. No one would be so rude as to enter without knocking.
I said, hey there!
No. Nobody there. Doors locked and barred. Nobody could get in.
Apparently Zero's having horrible iPad issues with not being able to reset anything or access anything because he needs a password that he doesn't have because someone else put it there or something like that. I'm not really following, I have to confess, but...
Hey lady, I'm talking to you.
No, the door is closed. Nobody is there. Only way in is if I open the door. And to do that, he'd have to knock.